Good morning, YouTube. It's another freezing day, but down the allotments, and that can't be bad. So let's just show you what's going on around the allotment, and we'll see how cold it really is. This is inside the polytunnel. Frozen solid. Frozen solid. And I'm a bit worried about my Calamandino plants. They should have gone up the house. While the sun is shining, guys, it's freezing on the allotment. Sun's starting to thaw it out a little bit, but daffodils coming up, but this is solid. It's my garlic. All the beds are ready now for planting. Way ahead. Way ahead. The only bit I haven't done, which if I'm honest, is this section here. It's gonna have compost. Sorry guys, the video went then, but yeah, compost from there to here. So I'll just take you around. These are gonna be carrot boxes at some point. These two containers I'm filling with compost. I'm gonna put them over there. Again, carrots and parsnips are gonna go in them. This bed has already been mulched, so is this one, and so is this one. So I'll just take you across, but it's frozen, yeah. Obviously there's a bit of rubbish and things here stored just to put on the one side, but these things will start to be used now as the spring comes. So there's another bed here that is gonna have in this bed. What am I gonna put in this bed, I wonder? I can't remember now what I put on my list. Oh, so in this bed is possibly going to be brassicas, carrots and parsnips in here as well. I'm going to grow loads of them this year because they sell well on the stall. There's my raspberries, which obviously been cut back. These are autumn fruit and variety. Runner beans here, French beans there. And then over here you can see this bed has been cleared now. I got that gooseberry to go in, and it's going to go in where the actual the compost bin is, because the compost bin is going to go up onto the other plot, as I've said. So there's what's happening at the moment, guys. So the plan today is to get that emptied, and again I'll just show you this. I just looked at it this morning now. So this is going to be, again, solid. It's frozen solid, but I'm going to take this out, put it in one of the beds over there on the other plot, and hopefully that's going to thaw out in time as the sun comes up, and then I'm going to fill the beds with compost over the top, and this will decompose as and when. So that's the plan with this. So let's crack on. Oh, 5 minutes, let's have another cuppa, I think. So this is, I'm in the shed at the moment of my my neighbour's plot. He's just put the kettle on, so I had a sneaky cuppa. So this is his half of the plot, and as you can see there where I've put the beds, that's where I've built the beds on that half of the plot. So you've got one large square, skewed to ducks. And then basically what I've done, I've got that, you've got a section there which is his runner beans, and from that half over is what I've actually taken on extra this year. And hopefully I can get, like I said, a few more beds in that half, and obviously the tunnels and things down there are mine as well. So he's obviously covered this up with polythene and stuff just to keep the weeds off. Yeah, so it's a fair bit that I've done there on that side. I've got another 2 beds to build over there, and that really will be complete on that side then. I've moved the compost bin over there, and I'll just walk you across now and just show you what I've done on the other side of the other plot. The ducks and the chickens loving it. It's lovely with that sun out now, guys. It's starting to thaw out. So I'm going to take the bottom out of that. cut the bottom out of that, and then I can fill that with compost. Obviously this is going to be my carrot bed, my carrot box, and I've just emptied some of the waste of the compost bin inside here, and this will be filled with my compost from outside, like I've done on my other beds, which will decompose and provide nutrients for the plants underneath. But as I go across here, you can see now that look how clean and better this looks. So the whole bed is nice and tidy now. So I've put that fruit tree in. He's gone in. That's gonna produce like a purple variety of gooseberry, and I've got a green variety at the other set in the other end. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a few more different bushes, like blackcurrant bushes and things, and this is going to be pretty much a bed full for fruit. Like I said, I got 2 gooseberry. I got raspberry over the other side, so I don't need that. So it's going to be things like white currant, black currant, and things like that. I'm going to plant in here. So that's the next sort of project on that side of the bed. But yeah, it's looking good down here. I love it when that sun's out, I tell you guys. I know it's still cold, but it's absolutely gorgeous down here at the moment. This is better than any medication being on the allotment. It's just Awesomus Maximus Meridius. Right, so I've got obviously these containers that I got. Oops, dip my coffee on my arm here. It's a bit hot. Right, so these, look at this is solid, look at the ice on that. But when this, obviously I'm going to fill this up more, right to the brim, and I'm going to pack this up with strawberries, and I'm going to do the same with the other boxes I've got, are all going to have strawberries in them, and basically I'm going to get them set up now. I'm going to put another one there in that section, and then put one perhaps on the edge of the bed here, or down on the other side there, so we'll see what happens. I got them stored, as you know, down there. Right, so I think the next job is to actually go outside and fill some buckets up with compost. It's starting to thaw out now a little bit, so I can get access to that compost, and I can store the buckets in the polytunnel on the beds, ready for mid-February, end of February, maybe beginning of March, to put those chitted potatoes in. So get it all ready. I like to be ahead of time, that's the key. Yes, ahead of the game, you know. Let's crack on. So I've filled up 8 buckets. I got another 2 to carry in, so I'll be 10 in total. That 10 should be enough to start my first earlies off. For them being in a polytunnel as well, they got a chance to warm up the soil. I'm not going to be planting the potatoes today, guys. You know, I've only just chitted them. They're all chitted ready there, really. But this, what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to get organised ahead so that I can actually, when it's ready to plant, what I'll do, I'll get just an empty bucket, put some of the compost out of the one bucket into the other bucket, 2 or 3 inches, put the seed potatoes in, and then just top it up the bucket to the top, and put a mulch over the top then of wood chip, which retains the moisture. And I just keep doing that with all the buckets until all the first earlies are planted. I think 10 buckets will probably be enough. I got 12 containers. I got 22 containers actually, but I got 12 first earlies. I'm going to put another 8 buckets of Charlotte, and the main crop I'm growing in the ground this year, because I got them extra beds now, and I want to be able to use them up and try and get, because the container growing is fantastic, but when I put them in the ground, it just means with the containers I had no beds to grow. It was a bit difficult, but now I can use the containers in the pathways and so forth, and use my beds for growing as well. But in the other bed, I've done other bits. I'll just show you now what I've done. So I filled this nearest bed to me now. So that's pretty much done there. So that bed's complete. That's the end bed. And what I'm going to do now is basically fill this bed, and all 4 beds will be complete. and yeah, all looking good. So let's crack on with this one then. There's half a bed done, guys, half a bed done, and there's obviously that section there. So I'm going to get the other bit done, and then the next plan is to build and put another board on the back, and then a slanting board on either side, and then I got some plastic sheets, corrugated plastic to go over the top. Not corrugated, box profile sheets, and that's going to be like a bit of a warm bed for me to plant stuff in. And I think the other beds are going to be the same, if I'm honest. I'm going to put another 2 raised beds behind there, and I'm going to have at an angle, the sun is behind me, as you can see. That's there most of the day, and I'll catch the beds, and I'll have nice little lids on these beds to put things in a little bit earlier, with a bit of protection and warmth. So let's crack on with that now. See what I've done, guys. I've just created 2 sloping sides. That's going to be pegged down, and then it'll be fixed to that, and then I'll drill a fixing on the inside with a bracket there, and you can see on the other side, oops, sorry guys, it's the same there. And then this plank at the back will go on the back there, and I'll have a slope where I can put sheeting across on that bed, and all the beds that I put here are going to have that south facing angle. So there's another 2, possibly 3 beds will go on here. I got to measure up how much of that box profile sheeting I got, but to be honest, I don't mind even buying. I got a couple of pieces that I've taken off a skip, but if I haven't got enough, I'd buy some of the clear stuff and then make the lid to go down there then. So that's the plan. Right, I'm gonna go up on a bit of food, so I'm gonna pause the video, and then you'll catch me when I come back down after a bit of grub. Thank you. I'm back down the allotments, and I'm having a sandwich. That was lush. It's a steak sandwich, guys. Fantastic. Anyway, I've got my drills. I've got some more equipment down here now, so I'm gonna get them sides fixed up on our one bed and the back on, and we'll measure up some box profile sheets to see if we can get that bed sorted. Let's crack on. I mean, guys, I'm just gonna basically cut the boards now. It's a shame that they're not just wide enough to go lengthways. It's a bit of a shame really, but there we go, it is what it is. And I might be able to cut that one down and then put another 2 there, and obviously just silica and seal them in the centres, put hinges on the end, and that should lift them up and close them down. So I'll bring you back, guys, when I'm done. See you in a minute. So I've brought these sheets up, guys, and I've tried them, and there's hardly any light coming through them. They're a really good thick heavy duty sheet, but they're letting hardly any light in, and that's not good, because they got this like they're like an opaque, just an off-white colour they are, and they're not allowing enough light in, to be honest. So I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use them for something else, another project. So I'm going to get some polycarbonate sheets to go on here, and I'll make a frame so it'll sit on there nice and it'll allow enough light in. To be honest, thinking about it, I could even use some polythene, plastic polythene. Heavy duty polythene could do the trick as well, but I think I just want a bit more permanent to make it look, I just want it to look nice as well, you know. So that's my OCD. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. The sun is just dropping down behind the mountain there, as you can see, and I'm going to have a quick cuppa, get myself up, have a bath, and have a chat to the missus in a bit. See you later. Bye. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Bye for now.